I don't like the phrase, don't judge me. I don't like it. It doesn't sit well with me. Don't prejudge me 100%. Don't make an assumption with no evidence, by just your own personal biases. Like, that is not okay. However, if you have been given a lot of evidence and or say behavior in someone, and their defense is always don't judge me, I can take appreciation for personal experience. No one can walk in anyone else's shoes. No one can know the inside of anyone else's marriage. I respect these things. I respect these boundaries. And we don't ever really know the inside of another person, no matter how intimate we are. However, I think that this lack of judgment and discernment allows you to have some very flabby thinking. Because if you don't exercise any sort of judgment, what is your value system? What is okay and not okay for you? How can you possibly know if you're very concentrating on not judging anyone? Now, I'm not saying use your judgment like an arrow and shoot people with your judgment bullets, because basically having compassion is just as important. But you can still make a decision about someone's behavior, especially towards you, based on your values. That is a personal discernment and judgment that is necessary. The same thing about what goes on in the world. You need to apply what is important to you and what you value to the way that you interpret the world. What is important to you? What do you stand for? Do you stand for anything? What are you going to die on the hill for? What are you going to live through for? Even more to the point. What's something that when you want to lay down and give up makes you stand up again? Because that is using the power of will and judgment in the right way. So don't judge me? Maybe. Prejudge? Absolutely not. But if you keep doing the same behavior to me again and again and again, and I don't make a judgment, I'm refusing to put a clear boundary in place. And now your behavior is my issue because my lack of judgment is putting me in a bad spot. I just want you to think this through today. And if you're someone that is very much a don't judge me kind of person, I ask you to reflect on the behavior that causes people to say that. What are you afraid of being judged about? And that's actually a very fair question. And I would say that if you hand back to that person, don't prejudge about this particular thing. That is a very different conversation. That is a constructive conversation rather than don't judge me. That's a different thing. I invite you to look at the difference between the two today. And this absolutely could have been really fucking triggering. I get it. But look at it anyway. The things that trigger you, there's always something good in there. I will see you tomorrow.